Hello, 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 everybody. That's too close. Hi, B. How are you? Hey, Babs. How are you? Sorry, I need to just move this chair back a little bit. That's better. Otherwise, I'm too close to the camera. And I don't want to be too close to the camera. I'm good, thank you. I'm not sure how long film's going to last. That's okay. It don't matter. Hey, Brooke. Yeah, I can see a picture even better on the computer. It's quite cool. My Jess. Hello, my loves. Hey, girl. All I can say is I told you this would happen. Oh, I know. I'm still unsure with my point on it, if that makes sense. Just because hey, MD. Hey, Leanne. Yeah, just I'm going to try and word it correctly. Like, try being the operative word. Finally caught alive again. Yeah, try being the operative word. But I also going to try and get my point across being as fair and not taking sides as possible, if that makes sense. So, okay. The other day when Uni went on to, I think his name's Augie RFC. I will find the link and post it. When he went on there, I literally turned around and was like, oh shit, like this is not going to go well. Like he wants these people to like him. Like he wants these people to genuinely like him. And I think it's getting harder and harder for him to stand up for Katie with all what she does. Like I think it's hard for him to do that, especially up against people like you know, Argy, Creepshow Art, basically Larissa. Yeah, like he wants these people. I literally, Larissa, what you just wrote there is I wrote on my notepad, which I wasn't going to say, but I literally wrote it on my notepad. Like he wants them to like him, and I think that's where this originates from. Even though I will say Uni has been very, very vocal about people being doxxed. Like I'm not even joking, you know, he's very, very vocal about it. He doesn't like people to be doxxed. He don't want to have anything to do with people who do dox. You know, he is very, 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 very vocal. And I am gonna, you know, and he stands by that conviction. So you've got to give this guy credit, you know, he stands with that conviction. But after that live, I'll start with that because that's where I feel like this. Hi, Amy Lou. I just say hi to Larissa. Hi, Mother. did I say? Yeah, Jess, MD, anybody else coming in? I missed. I'm going to start there because I think this is where all this originated from. When he went into that chat, he got battered, right? There's no other way of saying it, right? He got battered. He really wants these people to like him, like genuinely. He wants to be in with that quote unquote in crowd, right? It's never going to happen. Like, it's never going to happen. They thought he was how he was before the Katie Joy, and they're going to think he is who he is after the Katie Joy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think just because he, I think he feels that because he's done this, that he is going to get a little bit further on with them, which is just not going to happen. I honestly, like, I'm going to go back up to Larissa's just because they do. Like, I'm sorry, but they do. They think he's a freaking joke. Like, they don't like him. You could see that an absolute mile off. I felt embarrassed for him. It was embarrassing. It was hard to watch. Like, I'm not, and that was not about Katie. That was about him. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that he really wants to be liked by these people so badly that he'll do whatever it takes. But I don't think he's comprehended that in reality, it really doesn't matter what you do at this point, Uni. You're never going to be in with that in crowd. I think he's got most of them. But, like, saying that, we all know how he feels about doxing. He's made that so freaking clear to absolutely everybody. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't hide the fact that it's not allowed in his server. And I'm like, this freaking, how he kept this server going, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because he can keep this going for for this length of time and not have shit. I hold my hands up, man, because I can't do it. Like, I will go back and read all the chats, I promise. I think where the doxing's concerned, I honestly do believe that, you know, he is very much vocal about it. People should know better than even trying to go in and dox, even never mind doxing, saying nothing, like just saying anything that's these people, like, he doesn't tolerate that shit. Like, you don't tolerate, he doesn't. He's very, very vocal about it. Do you know what I mean? He's very much like, don't dox. Like, there's no need of it. If somebody wants to go by their screen name, that should be enough. But I do feel this has been intensified a bit more than it necessarily was. No, that was the wrong one. I just seen agreed. I liked hanging out in Uni's chat until he started the worship KJ thing. I think he's off that now. Did he speak against the stuff that was put out about Bite Me Now being doxed in Discord? He did put it out. He did. He said that or was it? It was some. He did bring it up. He said that all the mods did something on it or voted on it. That was right, but there was an old mod in here and said that wasn't the case. That it wasn't done like that or something like that. Joe, KJB started on Uni Rich last night. I didn't see Katie being able to come back from that. Yeah, you're not going to get away with that. Not with Uni. You don't. There's no way. He did mention about it. He was saying that they voted on whether it was a dox or not. They voted not. I don't know. I do feel like this originated from that life. I really do. I can't stop thinking about it. I just feel like it was coming, if that makes sense. Like that, it was going to happen. This was going to happen. And I think other people knew it was going to happen. To what degree? Like, could have been anything that comes out of bloody Katie's mouth, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's be fair. But I know a lot of people are, and I've spoken to a few people, and I know some are saying she's screwing herself with that. Oh, I agree. I knew a few people are saying, like, why now? Like, they've had, sorry, I got hiccups. They've had so much that they could have walked away with her from, if you think about it. I mean, like, you've got the Sophia thing, all the other things that allegedly she has done. He could have walked away from her way before this, but it just, and I kind of agree what people are saying with that bit, that it seemed to have been chosen a very particular time to do it. And those screenshots that did come out, I did read them. It made it look worse than what I think it is. Whether that's true or not, obviously, I don't freaking know. But it didn't make it, the screenshots, I don't know, confused me more. And I think another thing with Uni as well, why I'm more confused by this, is he's putting different signals out. I've watched like 2 or 3 of his live and periscopes and stuff, and each time's got a different feel to it. So I'm like, I don't know like what you're trying to say to your audience. Do you know what I mean? Because like 1 minute he's saying 100% is doxing with malicious and it's malicious. Then the next thing he's saying, you know, I'm Katie's friend. You know, she shared personal information, and I'm like, so which one is it? Please just like ABC it. And I think that's where a lot of other people that I've spoken to as well is there is, because I asked a couple of people as well, like, you know, like, so where is his mind at then? Where is he at on this quote unquote hate Katie train kind of thing? Where is it? And they're saying they don't know. They watched every single one, and I said, so I haven't missed anything? And they were like, no. And I'm like, so we're, you know, he's getting that different signals to me on the ones that I have watched, which is really confusing. I don't know. Larissa, she shared some DMs between her and Uni Rich. That just made it look a little bit more shady. I'm not gonna lie, it did look it. I'm, you know, I'm not. I don't dislike Uni Rich by any stretch of anyone's imagination. I actually like Uni Rich. I think she's funny, but that did make him look shady as fuck. And especially with the difference. And you're probably right. It is probably a process for him, and I get that. But then it's confusing everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Joe, I think he's having trouble with his own feelings on all of this. Yeah, you're probably right. But it just makes everyone else feel like they're not knowing what they feel about it. Like, if you're going to come on a live, like, and spill the story, and it was literally in one live I watched, it was, yes, it was doxing. The next breath, like 10 minutes later, wasn't the next breath, you know what I mean? Like 10 minutes later, it was, well, you know, I don't want to call it doxing. I'm going to call it sharing info. And I'm like, you're giving me mixed signals. Like, which one is it? If she doxed and say, yes, she doxed. If she didn't dox and just put, a picture out that, you know, Creepshow has put on her post, then say that. Do you know what I mean? But just stick with one. And I get it. He is probably dealing with his own emotions through all of this, and I understand that. I can't keep up to know enough what to say. Help me, Adria. Right? I think he feels betrayed by KJ, and it's just coming off as off the betrayal of Kyle. It's a lot. Okay, I get that. I get that. I don't know. I just think it's a lot. Like, it is a lot. In my opinion, the back and forth that you were seeing is him trying to work through his own feelings out loud with the community, in my opinion, is torn with all of this. Could be. Could be. I just think it's just, I don't know, maybe because I always think skeptical. So I'm always thinking, and I just felt that after that Oggy live, something was going to happen. That's the vibe I got. That's the vibe, because he so drastically wants to be these people's friends, and I think it's never going to happen. I'm not confused at all. He criticised her and he didn't like it. Then she doubled down by doxing Creepshow, and he had no choice but to share it. And now she's stabbing him in the back, like she does. Where's your other bit? Dang it. Oh, I got it. With every other creator, he defended himself by saying he doesn't want to fight over her. Okay, I see. I don't know. We all know that he hates doxing. He makes that very, very clear to everybody. So that bit, 100% I get. But then there's other bits that I don't understand. Is one, she was removed and then 3 hours or 4 hours later let back into the Discord. That bit confuses me. The message between Rach and her, sorry, it looked dodgy as fuck. It really did. Like, I don't want to bitch at Uni Rich because I don't think she deserves any of that. But it made it look like, and especially as it was like, don't worry, it'll work out like it did in December. It was like it was some kind of plan. I don't know. I don't think she's backing us in the server. I'm going off. Let me find this and I can show you. Oh. I'm trying to find it. Nope, I can't find it. Right, so let me get this and then I can show you what I was seeing. Right, this is it. So this is from, oh, let me take that shit, hang on. This is from Let me just, so this was the, where is it? Right, so it says there that she was kicked, and then it says here, I don't know, I can't make it go big because I'm not logged in or anything. Then it said that she was back in there, which confused me a little bit, because then I'm like, well, why is she back in there? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't get it. I'm slightly confused. Hang on, Joe, she's not blocked on the server yet because they want to make sure they have the screenshots and all their activities on the server. Okay, so she is in the server. Is that what you're saying? Help me understand. And also, easy, Neil. Oh, my sis, one or two. Oh no, one or two. Creature Defender, she had it has to be hurtful to him. So yes, he is wrestling with the confusion and coming to terms with what people are telling him for years. He criticized her without the hate, without being a hater, and all seems to be piling on, as opposed to the fact that she caused it once again, as she does. Yeah, maybe it was just timing. It could very well be. I'm not saying it's not. It just, I kind of was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, this isn't going to go well. I know what's going to come of this. Hi, Kim. She is blocked, not removed, from what I understand. So she's blocked from commenting, but she's still in there. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, that's what I've got here. Uni had to make a choice, back KJ or ignore his mod's complaints so he could have a reason to go after Steve. And this is what I don't know. He probably is dealing with his own demons, and like dealing with everything. I get that. Hang on, she's shouting at me. She wants me to read it. She is not on the server at all. She was kicked off after they have the screenshots they need to. She is fully blocked with a permaban. Right, okay, thank you. Oh, did I miss the... I don't know. It's on without a frigging clear Reddit. Let me copy the link and I can put it here. There we go. Did I miss something else, Jess? Hang on, let me put the link in case somebody wants to come up. I heard the hang on. I heard the first screenshots was from another server, from before the first video dropped. The second message was her message after she was upset. That's what I was told. Same as me. Nala, that's exactly the same as what I was told. That they're not even from the same server, that one message was from a different server. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't. Hey, girly.
Hey. No, you missed the, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I too loud or bugged
No,
out or anything like that?
no,
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay. So, one of the things that I put, which is the one that was like literally right before the one that you have read of mine. So basically, when this happened, it happened in the afternoon. I want to see Saturday afternoon or Saturday afternoon, I believe.
Right.
Because he went live on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Is that the right timing, guys?
No.
And anybody correct me on my timing here, please. So basically, he did his live, giving his opinion on when he released the newest video, and then he did a live. The next day, I believe, is when that happened, and it happened in the afternoon, and that administrator had actually messaged Rachel. Well, Rachel had forgotten about it and had meant to mention it, but whatever, you get busy, it happens. We're all moms, we get that.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh shit." Asked Uni, "Hey, you awake?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, she tells him, she's like, "I got a message from one of our admins that XYZ happened, and half asleep, he woke the hell up, and the way that it was presented to him in the very beginning is that it was an absolute dox, no ifs, ands, or buts about it."
Right.
The only reason that he is not necessarily calling it a dox versus sharing of personal information is because he does not have confirmation what was shared is true information. But either way it goes, the intent behind it was malicious, and regardless of that, that's a big no-no for him, and he's not all about that. He doesn't care whether it was personal information or actual real verified real information on that person. It doesn't matter.
No, I
it
agree.
Doesn't change his actions. But that's why he, like, at first he was like, "Oh, it's a dox, it's a dox," and then he came out and he did a stream, and that's when he showed the screenshots. When he showed those screenshots, that was him. When he showed the screenshots, though his wording of it was different, because he didn't have, and I don't know if he does now, but up until that point, he did not have the actual true confirmation that it was for sure her information, and that it was for sure an actual doxing versus trying to release private information, regardless of whether or not it's correct. So that's why that's where the difference is. But regardless, both of them is a big no-no. We don't talk about our kids. We don't talk about our husbands. We don't talk about our kids. We don't use our real names. Yes, my name is real because that's what I go by. But if like MD goes by MD. We don't ever call MD anything else. We don't want to know what MD's name is. We don't want to see any pictures of MD. If MD wanted to share that on their own within a server, at that point, it would still get deleted, because that is not public information. It's like, that's where he's at on that level. It doesn't matter whether you put it out yourself or somebody else puts it. He does not want it in his servers whatsoever. If you go by your screen name, you don't share pictures of your home, your pets, your kids, or anything personal. Period, point blank, automatic kick.
Wow.
Like, that's the way he looks at it.
Okay, well that makes a little bit more sense. It literally just the different things that he was saying, and I know I'm not the only one. What the heck? Like, so was it a dox? Wasn't it a dox? And like, I feel like this word.
The reason, so I think the difference between the reason why he's calling it a release of private information versus an actual dox is because there is not that confirmation that it actually is the real true information. So regardless of that, see, the understanding is that the information that was shared is stuff that Creepshow may have actually shared on her own. So while she may have made that public, that's her business, but he's still not going to allow that. So sharing of her private information
Yeah.
That she has already shared. That's why he's calling it the private information. Now,
Right.
the doxing is information that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Information that you personally have not shared. So, and that's where he's drawing that line, that difference. Information that you've shared, and then somebody goes behind you and takes that information and puts it in another place to try to hurt you, or with the intent of being malicious or vindictive in the way that Katie did. That is why he's calling it personal information, because it came down to the understanding that at some point Creepshow had shown this information or released this information in some way, shape, or form, that she had done it herself. So it's not a technical dox because she had already released that information to the public. That private information, though, is still not allowed on Uni server. Period, point blank. That's all there is to it. Yeah. And that's why he went from one to the other.
Yeah, and everyone does know that, and I did say that at the start. Everyone knows how he feels about it and stuff like that. I did say that at the start.
He's struggling, dude.
So I can't help thinking, like, yes, this I said after like the whole Oggy thing, I had a really, you know, when you have that pit of your stomach thing, and I was like, oh God, this is going to go so badly. I just feel like he wants to be liked by them.
Oh no, he straight up admitted this weekend that Creepshow handed him his ass. Straight up. He was like, yep, absolutely, she got me, she did good, and he's like, yeah, I agree, she got it.
Yeah.
You know,
do you think
he's like, I'm not gonna fight with her on it.
You're not going to think that, obviously, but can you see why others would possibly think that he's doing this to try and get on their side rather than, because it's very important to be on Katie's side. Like, I'm not being funny, but it is.
No, absolutely, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that from either side, you know. But the thing is that's just, there's certain rules when it comes to Uni server, and that's a really big one in his eyes, regardless of whether or not. So if I sent you a picture of my kids, or I posted a picture of my kids on Twitter, right? That's my personal information that was shared publicly, that I put out there. Now let's say that you go and take that, and we're in a tiffy and we're arguing over God only knows what. And you take that and you put it into Uni server because you want to try to hurt me, or you want to, you know, the intention behind it is a negative intention. That is at which point it's not a doxing, because I've already shared that information, but you are sharing my personal information without my permission, out of spite, with that negative intention. And it becomes that release of personal information. I call it doxing either way. People do see them different.
Yeah.
Some people like us, it's doxing regardless. No matter what, if you're sharing somebody else's personal information, whether or not they have or have not released that publicly before, you know, it's a dox regardless, because you took that information and your intent was negative behind it to share it. It's a dox. That's the way that I feel about it. But some people want to play that semantics game. And so on those people that want to play that game, regardless of whether it's sharing of personal information that is publicly released, but shared with the intent to hurt somebody, versus information about that person that is not public, people will say, well, it's not public, so it's doxing. Other people will be like, oh, well, that was public information, so it's not doxing. So it's very clear when it comes down to Uni server, there are straight up rules.
Yeah.
One of the rules is that we do not share our info at all. At all. Like, even personally. Like, I can't put a picture of my kids in there.
Let me just read this. Joe, I think we are wrong with this one. He took Katie's side, basically blasted Creep Show, when she tried to convince Uni with that, the whole BS about Creep Show calling Tesh out versus Katie stuff a few months back. I remember that, actually. I do actually remember that.
Well, you could write a subject.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
But I mean, and honestly, he's struggling with it. Why wouldn't he struggle with it? This is the second person that he felt that he had a friendship with. You know, there's certain people that you work with that you feel like you have a certain relationship with. And so for her to go and do something like that, knowing how he feels about that.
Yeah.
And knowing what he just went through with the Kyle shit and is still going through with the Kyle shit. She went and did that. That is she broke a level of trust that's unbelievable. Yeah. Regardless of whether or not they were besties, it has nothing to do with that. There was a certain amount of trust that was there. He is a good guy. He has a big heart. He wanted to try to help her. Instead of letting him help her to try to understand why people have the issues that she did, and maybe turn it around somehow. God only knows if she can, which I don't think she can at this point.
No, I don't.
Personally, that's my opinion.
But I don't think that Uni can either. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he was saying, oh, well, you know, she could have done this and she could have done that. I think, like, Uni, you haven't changed her yet. What makes you think you're going to change her?
It's because of the hurt that he has. The reason why I follow Uni is because of that hurt. Because of that compassion that he tries to give everybody regardless. He tries to help people. That's why I follow him. No, I don't have to agree with him. But you can tell that he did care. Yeah. He wanted to try it. You know, he was willing to get blasted on somebody else's stream.
I still can't believe he went on that. I literally wrote underneath it, like, what the frig? That was just a shit show. That was literally
him. It was. And he got his ass handed to him, and he fully admitted that.
They literally, they how many on one? I don't even know how many people were in there, but there was that many on one, and he got friggin' battered.
Yes, he did. He definitely did. And, and then Steve showed up, and that shit show quickly turned around to a Steve shit show instead of a Uni.
I know, but like, I don't like Steve either, but I even felt a little bit sorry for him because
I did not. I
don't like him. Like, I don't. I've got my own thing with him. I actually, in fact, I think I would go as far as I do hate the guy, but I don't like anyone being attacked with like a full-on. Do you know what I mean? And I felt that's what it was. I felt like Uni was their little bit of fucking beef that they were all tossing around to each other to take a little chunk out of. That's how I felt. Thank you, babe.
Right. Hang on just
a second. What I mean? It was like this little toy got dragged into this big gang of wolves, and they tossed the toy around a little bit, had a little chew, and then passed it on to the next one. And they kept saying, let Shannon talk, let Shannon talk. He didn't finish his sentence.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My phone's being weird. Hang on.
Doxing is an internet-based practice of researching and publicly broadcasting private or identifying, including searching public available databases on social media websites and hacking. Okay, thanks, Kim. I'm still freaking lost over the whole doxing thing. Honest to God, it still confuses the shit out of me. It shouldn't, but it does.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, regardless of how you look at it, whether it was private information that she at one time had supplied and shared on her own that was put into Uni server, or if it was private information that nobody knows that she has never shared or never done anything with, to me personally, It doesn't matter. They're both wrong, and they're both equally wrong in my book. And that's what he's trying to say is, yes, there is technically a difference, but it doesn't matter. It's still wrong. This is not okay. We're done. That's why absolutely not
feeling like, well, you know, which one is it? Because he's confused about it, so he's betraying that confusion to people like others, you know.
And right. And so, like, when he's talking about it, you know, he's going through a lot of emotions right now. I mean, he was hurt, he was betrayed, he went through that. And so you have those people who, here's the thing, if he wouldn't have said one word about it, people are going to go after him, and they're going to go after him harder than what they are right now. If he says that it's doxing, then people who do support Katie and that love Katie are going to come to him, and they're going to go after him because it's not doxing. It's personal information that she shared before. And Katie said that she didn't do this. I don't give a flying. I don't care.
So, like, in Uni's Discord, right? I know, like, the whole thing, well, anything, sharing anything. I know that. I'm perfectly aware of that. That's even when he opened his waiting room. I'm a member of Uni's channel. I still haven't gone in there. I don't want to. Just because I just think if I go in there, I don't know, it just makes me feel funny. I don't know, I don't want to be in there, I suppose. So in his Discord then, I know like the whole personal stuff is like so, you know, against the rules. He makes that very clear. So say if an admin or a mod, say like you go in there now, right, and you say, oh, look at Joe's house, for example, right, and you put my house up. The admin then, like in mine, would have come along, screenshotted it and deleted it. Does that happen in Uni's? Does it get screenshotted first?
Yes, so she is no longer a part of the server. She has been kicked from the server. Now, she has not been permanently banned yet, and the reason why is they can kick her off the server and keep her from being able to enter back in, but once they actually do that full block, any messages or anything that she's ever put into that server actually disappears and gets deleted. So the reason why it hasn't been like the full perma ban yet is because they want to make sure that they go through all of the history and that they have everything documented and that they have screenshots of it, so that if she decides or someone decides, whether it be her or anyone else, decides that they want to get froggy with some stuff, they're going to have those screenshots of that information and be able to say, hey, this is what happened. Here's the screenshots, da, 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 da. If they don't get those screenshots and then something else happens and it has to do with Uni server, then at that point, it becomes a different issue. But anytime that anything is deleted by a moderator or an administrator, regardless of whether it is his production server or his because he's actually changed his format, but he does have two servers. He has his production server, which that's where he does a lot of his work. That's, you know, where he's live streaming. That's one that he's really working out of. And then he does have a second server, which I am a part of.
Yeah.
And on that second server, you know, the rules are still the same regardless. It doesn't matter. We still have the same rules as if we were a part of his production server.
So, like, okay, so what I'm trying to get at is if this admin, right, went in and screen dumped, got all the information, deleted it, he would then know exactly what it is, right?
Yes.
So is that why he's sort of not sure on what he calls it? Because it is stuff that's been already there. That's what I'm guessing.
The way that it was, I think the way that it was originally presented to him in the very beginning, like when it came out that this happened, is that it was labeled as a dox because she had shared a link to a video. And in that video, they showed her, my understanding is that they showed her first middle, and last name. I don't know if it's confirmed, if it's the actual real information, but it was portrayed as that information. Again, that goes into the personal, giving out personal data versus doxing, and semantics is because everybody likes to play a word game. And you don't like what somebody says, you're going to play the word game. I'm not Steve. In my opinion, it's all the same, and it's a dox regardless. If the intent was negative behind it, then it's going to be something negative. In my book, it's a no-go, and it's not acceptable. I don't care what you call it. It doesn't matter.
This is where I think that he is confused, and maybe he's confusing others with that, is because if he saw what it was, then I'm saying then, like, obviously not tell us.
So the link that was provided, there was an immediate screenshot. So that link, there was an immediate screenshot taken.
Right.
Oh, she did say it was a DoxMD. I had not heard that yet, so thank you for that update. So if Creepshow is going to be calling it a dox at that point, that's her information, then it's a dox, in my opinion. And that may not be information that he has quite yet, or maybe he just learned of that information very recently, something along those lines. So, it could be anything.
Because I know that she did write, I think I saw she attempted to, or something like that. She wrote, I think, or she tried to. It was something like that she had previously wrote on Twitter, I think it was.
I'm not sure on that one.
So now she's saying that it is a dox, and that information is saying that she hasn't.
Honestly, regardless, at this point, it doesn't matter whether it's the correct information or not. If the person that information is portrayed to be says it's a dox, then it's a dox regardless.
Yeah.
But that
deleted her Twitter.
Yes, last night.
Oh wow.
She did. Yeah. Well, she had been getting hit with a lot of different stuff, so she needed to take a step back, and she was going to do a live, but I think she did cancel that. But I don't know for sure on that one. But basically, what ended up happening is Katie put a link in there to a video. In that video was where the information was shared. So she, the initial report was that she had shared that information in Discord, and the understanding was that it was the actual information, not a video containing the information. Does that make a little bit more sense?
Okay, yeah.
Which is why he went to immediate dox. The reason why it changed is because she didn't technically put the actual information itself into, but she did provide the link to be able to access that information.
Yeah.
Which is still a big no-no. And that's kind of where the whole definition of a dox versus not a dox versus personal information goes, and it's semantics regardless.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's semantics, because everything that I've read just confuses me more. It's like, so wait, so if I put my information out and it's not my actual information, that's still them attempting to dox me.
But that I believe that's kind of why he is explaining it in the way that he is, so that everybody understands exactly what happened. And it's not an easy situation to explain when you're the person that has to deal with it, whenever you are so closely affected, because that's his spot. She came and shit in his house. That's not okay.
Yeah, I wish somebody had actually got the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? So then we would, like, not obviously to put it out, but then we would know the whole thing. Like, okay, there's a link to a video. What was on the damn video? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. It was in his live stream. In the very beginning of his live stream, he did show all the screenshots. Now, the one screenshot that he only showed one time that I know of, or that I saw, of the actual link, he only showed it one time because he did not want to give anybody any kind of opportunity to go to that link.
Right.
It was, this is what she shared. She shared this link, and then he moved on to the next one. And somebody was like, oh, wait, did that have her name in it? And pictures of her? And at that point, they were like, oh, well, hey, sorry, I had to remove it because I had personal data. We're not, that's not okay.
Right.
So, and then she says, whoops, sorry. No, bitch, you're not. And then she wants to go and say, well, the whoops, sorry is a kick to the face anyways. And then to say after that, well, everybody uses Katie Joy for me. Bitch, your second channel it is Katie Joy. What? You go on Periscope, it's Katie Joy. Your Instagram has Katie Joy in it. Seriously,
okay,
you want to play those?
I'm gonna stick up for on this one a bit, because there are channels that do call her by her full name plus her maiden name plus her fucking married name. So I'm gonna
now that's not okay.
Do that.
No,
I'm gonna say
but
that.
I agree. But she wasn't talking about that. She was talking about Katie Joy.
No. Like there is some that literally go Katie Joy blank 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 blank, and I'm like, why? What's the point in saying the whole friggin' name? Like that's just
to hurt her.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Hurt her.
It's just to me.
It is, but that was her trying to justify it. And somebody said something else about it. Oh wait, is that her name? And then she confirms, yeah, it is. It's her real name. Excuse you? It's what?
That's crazy. Hannah, the link is there if you want to come in and have a chat, or Donut if you want to come in and have a chat, because you seem to have loads of insight. So if you want to come in and have a little chat-see, you're more than welcome.
Who?
Donut and Hannah. I'm saying this wrong. I'm going to butcher this poor girl's name.
Hannah Banana. Hannah's Bananas.
I'm going to fucking butcher that. You know I'm going to butcher that name.
Okay. Say it with me. Hannah's Bananas. Hannah's Bananas.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, the Z is what's throwing you off.
Yeah, the Z is throwing me. I'm not very good with freaking names on the best of times. You know what I'm like? I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, I have to use Sound It Out with my kid all the time, so I'm a pro. Which I did hear a dirty little secret about my kid's school today.
Oh God, what happened?
Well, evidently the preschool or a Head Start is going to virtual school only for like a month or two, starting November 30th. I learned this from another parent at their.
Oh my God. Who's still there? I think we've lost her. We've lost the Jess.
What the hell?
There you are. You're back. I heard you. I can hear you.
Okay. It's my phone being stupid. No, they it was another parent that told me that about her kid because he's in Head Start. I was like, I hope it doesn't happen to the elementary. She goes, well, she accidentally let it slip that the elementary schools are within the county. You know, the school system is actually about to do the same, and I'm like, no. So if y'all don't hear from me, for a month or two, just know I'm still alive.
Well, maybe you're still alive. You might have got.
I'm still alive.
Rocking back and forth.
Hey, look, I'd still be alive. I wasn't going to go crazy.
Off in the closet. I'm like, can't cope. Don't do it. Nope. Refuse.
But yeah, so I got that lovely little heads up that I'm debating on messaging my son's teacher with of, please let me know as soon as possible because this is going to cause major, 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 major problems.
Oh yeah, for sure. It is. Like, we've just come off lockdown now and England's gone back on to lockdown. So it's
Well, my husband's schedule is 8 to 4:30. My schedule is 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. When the virtual days do happen, which is basically on Wednesdays, pretty much once a week now, my ass gets to work the night before and still get up at 7 a.m. after working until 1:30 a.m. Now, if this is a daily occurrence right now, I can take off a couple hours early from work the day before to get sleep. If this is 5 days a week, I'm screwed.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's no kind of accommodations that they can come up with.
That's just
I might be in the loony bin.
Yeah, for sure. Like, holy moly. They're doing that here as well. But what I don't understand here, they're doing like year 1, 3, and 5 are going to do homeschool, or the other way around, I can't remember which way. And then the others are doing in school. I'm like, so what's the point in that exactly? Like, especially when kids, like people got kids in different age groups. If one age group's going to school and the other one is of age of going to school, you're not stopping anything. They're coming home with germs.
I mean, here's the thing. My son's a kindergartner. We had his parent-teacher conference. I straight up told his teacher, if it goes to virtual school more than one day a week, it's not going to be good. My kid is going to fail, and I am going to fail my kid because I am not a teacher. I learned this last year. I am not a teacher. I'm not a good teacher. I don't need to teach my kids. My kids will not be homeschooled for that reason. I'm fully prepared to admit that.
And it's hard. Like, and the way they teach them nowadays is way different from when we were in school.
And that's for normal kids. And then you got kids like mine.
Yeah, no. My niece asked me to spell something. Oh, this was a few years ago. And I can't remember what it was. And I was like, and I said the letters, and she went, no, do it properly, Auntie Jojo. I need to know how. And I thought she meant a, b, k, that kind of thing. So I did that. And she went, well, which k? I said, what do you mean, which k? K for cat. She went, no, it's either a k or it's a kicking k. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Okay, well, wait, what? There's, okay. Did I just hear you correctly that you have 2 different alphabets?
Yeah.
And why?
It literally, she said, which k? And I went, a k for a cat, babe. She went, well, no, is that a k or a kicking k? I'm like, what? She's like, well, is it a k or a kicking k? I'm like, what the frick's a kicking k? She went, like Uncle Carl's kicking k. A K. I'm like,
no, but you said that you spell it for her using the letters, but then she asked you to spell it.
Yeah, spell it properly. Because they don't do that in our schools anymore. They do it in different...
What's the problem? Okay, wait, whoa. Please explain this to me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, we all know that alphabet song. Right?
And when we went to school, it was...
And you have a second A, B, C...
Right? You just spell it out. You sound it out, right? No, not anymore. They do it a completely different way. They do kicking cars, and I can't remember the other ones. I only remember that because we had a big thing, and I was like, "What the frig is a kicking car?" She said, oh, Auntie Jojo, like Uncle Carl, like a kicking car. I'm like, a K, and she's like, "Yeah, that's a kicking car." I'm like, why? So that's just the way they teach us in school.
I mean, we teach our kids to sound out the letters, but it's not a whole separate alphabet.
Yeah, that's what I did when she said spell it out, and I spelled it, and she went, no, like properly, and so I was like, okay, she means like a, b, k. So I did that, and she went, but what k? And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And she's like, well, is it
do they have that in other places in the U.S., people?
I'm telling you, they teach the kids, like, I couldn't teach the kids now when, like, I'm like, what the heck does that even mean? Like, how are they teaching you this? What's the matter with, like, a, b, k, d? Like, what's the matter with that?
I didn't know that existed. All right. I need somebody from the U.S. Is that a thing in the U.S.? Please, for the love of God, please tell me no.
It's ridiculous. Like a kicking fucking car. What the hell is a kicking fucking car? That's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And she was like, it's like Uncle Carl's. And then when they write it, when you look at it on the board, I went and got an alphabet set. Obviously, I was trying to help. So I wanted to know what they were teaching them now. So I went and got an alphabet. And what it is, on the K, on the bottom line, they put a little boot. So they call it a kicking car.
Would you, thank God we only have the ABCs. Look, I'm just thankful that my school only has ABCs, just the regular ABCs.
I'm okay with the regular. Like the regular is good. It's when they start doing kicking cars and all. Nope. Boots said never year.
Thank you, Boots. Thank you. I needed that because I'm like going. I'm sitting here going, oh shit! Now, am I supposed to know this? My kid's in kindergarten. He's learning how to sound things out. Am I supposed to know a second? Like, is there a second one that I didn't know? Like, what?
I've heard. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing?
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only person. Okay, so it's not a U.S. thing. Got it. All right. Thank you, Boots Mama. I was about to kind of freak out there for a second, thinking.
Honest to God.
Like, I already messed my kid up enough. I don't need to do it anymore.
When she said it, I was just like, looked at her and like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, you have to do it like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's the matter with just our birds and curs? Why do we need like kicking curs and curs? What the frig?
Thank God. I'm just grateful I look for it. Of course, then again, in the U.S., they have the Common Core math because they have to add up the tens before they add the ones and just add them together.
Yeah.
They have now they've turned it into some kind of complicated Common Core math.
Oh my God, it's the most ridiculous thing, honestly. When she was saying it, I was just like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, child.
I don't either. My kid has not got to that point yet. He's just in basic like addition, subtract. Like it's just basic addition right now.
Just look. I'm not caterpillar. Oh, I just looked it up. It's caterpillar C and kicking K. Thank you.
Oh my.
Isn't that crazy?
Boots, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because I was very, very confused and I just blatantly had to ask. Don't feel bad. I'm with you. I was like, whoa, wait, you have two. I was under the impression that you and over in the UK still only had one alphabet.
No, apparently not. I still don't get it. If I'm honest with you, it was just that one thing that I had with Kay, and I was like, what on earth is she talking about? But we got there in the end. We learned the spelling in the end. It was all good. We got there.
Sorry, I had to.
I think
yell at a child.
Like each letter is sounded out like A, B, C for cat, D for dog. Yeah, I think they just do it weirdly, and it was like and I said "ka" as in like the C, and she just literally said, "Well, which ka?" And I'm like, "Huh? Is it more like what are you talking about?" I'm like a C. I said like cat, and she went, "Oh, it's not kicking ka," and I was like, "What the frig is kicking ka?" That's pretty much. Hi, Soulshine. It was just the most bizarre thing, honest to God. I was just like, I'm just so lost right now. So it's a good job I probably haven't got kids. There we go. You haters, you can go with that.
Oh, yeah, let's feed them more troll food.
Yeah, they like their troll food.
I don't know. Well, I took a while. I took like a week off of all social BS, and I'm still keeping it very, very light because it's just not worth it.
No, I agree.
It's not worth any of it.
I was so confused by it all, and then I've sort of watched and listened and watched a little bit more, and then I'm like, okay, maybe like I'm thinking about this. I would have burst out laughing when she said kicking car. It's okay, it's fine, no problem.
Yeah, no, I was very confused and lost, and I was here for the whole thing. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, no, don't feel bad. I was literally lost. I had to make her explain it to me, and that I still really wasn't under visor, to be fair. Fucking chicken car. The frick.
Oh goodness, that's different.
Not so weird.
Definitely different. I don't know.
It was so weird. It was so funny.
Yeah, but back to the whole Uni thing. She's not in the server at all anymore. She doesn't have access to the server. She cannot get access to the server, regardless of whatever the hell she wants to say. That's not the way that works. I know she was still telling people, at least over the weekend, that she was still in the server, this, that, and the other. No, you're not. The only reason that she hasn't fully been blocked is because they want to make sure that they have all the documentation that they need going forward, or for future incidences that may come up.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of taking it slow, protecting themselves, and making sure they got all of that before they do that full kick, because once they do that, it deletes any kind of activity that she has within the server. All of it's gone. So they're just backing it up. I don't think it will take too much longer for them to do that, and she'll be kicked.
That's crazy.
If I would have done it. If I would have done that,
that were confused. I understand it. Why everyone was so confused. Maybe it was more that he was trying to process it, which I understand that as well. It just,
yeah.
I don't know, maybe him thinking out loud just confused the fuck out of us. We were like,
I think a lot of it was that he needed to voice it, and it was more, he used to flip on streams about people doing that. Well, first of all, I am explaining what he's already explained, just in a different way. Everybody is very well aware of what is allowed in his servers, because he's stated this many a times.
Yeah, everyone, he makes it very clear, loud.
Yeah. This is not a secret. These are the rules. He has talked about his server rules several times.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually giving any kind of insider information, and any information that I'm giving on the KD stuff is actually stuff that he has either shown or said himself, but it's a misunderstanding as to why he's wording it the way that he does, because not everybody hears every single word. A lot of people only hear what they want to hear.
Yeah. And a lot of people won't listen to a whole stream either. Like, I've noticed that, like, you know, they'll listen to, say, half hour of it, and they're like, oh, okay, so that means...
Boots, I'm not in his main server either. I'm in what it used to be called his waiting room, but I'm in the, I guess, members server, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. But I mean, it's the same rules apply regardless of which server, or it doesn't matter. Both servers have the same rules. And like Boots said, I know Uni's server rules, and I'm not even in his main server. A lot of times the rules that he has on his lives, don't be a dick and you won't get kicked.
Yeah. I don't see anybody. Nobody's removed your comment. Was it Streamlabs? Was it Streamlabs? Ria? Because it doesn't say anything here. No, it doesn't say anyone's.
It says deleted, but it doesn't say who.
Where?
Thank you, Jackal.
I can't even see the deleted.
You see where Jackal says bad at Rhea right above that.
All right, okay.
And Jackal just said that Google moderator did that.
Oh, sorry.
That's been happening in Uni's live chats too.
I don't know why it's doing it. It's doing it for friggin' like random things. It's so bizarre. Like,
right.
It was just so weird. It kept having it. MD kept having it done. Like, she got like a minute timed out the other week. It was funny. It was like, what the frick did you do?
What the heck is it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he having the same trouble? Is Uni having the same trouble?
Yeah, he had that kind of thing happen a couple times during his last live stream on Rock a Lot, because we were like, what? You know, he was like, you're not blocked, you're not timed out, I'm not seeing anything. And then one of the mods said, oh, the Google bots are back.
That's just so weird. Like, they literally, like, Donut, is your comment still there? And you said hi. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, literally 1 minute, like, is fine, and then the next minute it's like removing frigging comments. All channels are having the same problem, even coloring live streams. Right, okay, thank you. I know, it's the weirdest thing. I'm sorry if anyone's comments get deleted. It's not us, we promise. We're certainly not going to just delete a hi. That would be ridiculous. Nobody's going to delete that, we promise. That's just so weird.
I do want to address two things. Boots, no, I'm not in both servers. I'm just in his waiting room, if that's what you want to call it. He calls it the Rocka Squad server. So I'm in that one. So that's basically members and everything like that. And then he's redone a lot of his stuff, which he's explained on his streams. Again, none of this information that I am giving is anything that Uni has not said himself. People just don't catch half the crap that Uni says. So I'm just reiterating it. But he is restructuring the servers. So one's going to be more production. That's going to be where his go-to, where, if he needs like links or, information, that's where that information is going to be. And it's going to be a very, very close, tight server. And then you have his member server, which is what we are a part of, or what I'm a part of.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And then there was a second one that I wanted to address, and it was from Motherfunk. When you said, did she say she was still on the server? Are you talking the capital she? Is that Katie that we're saying? Are you asking if Katie had said that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see. Sorry, I'm missing loads of. I'm sorry, guys. I'm missing loads of comments.
To answer that question, Motherfunk, my understanding is that she had said that. I think it was an IG live or something along those lines. It was a live that she had done.
Yeah.
That she had said that, and he was like, no. He knocked that down real quick and made sure that we were very well aware that that is not the case. She is not there, and all of that. So, but yeah, my understanding is that she was saying that over the weekend, and that she had said it in the live stream. I personally didn't see it. This is something that I did hear, but a lot of the questioning of why, if she's in the server versus not in the server is because of like that kind of statement of sorts. Yeah. And that's why people started questioning it. And, that's why Uni had to explain, regardless of whether it was a dox or a release of personal information that should not have been shared within the server or what have you. It doesn't matter. That's a no-no. It's not going to happen. He doesn't put up with that shit. He doesn't play those games, and you're getting kicked regardless.
Yeah.
And that she was for that. I honestly, that's one of those perma ban. That would be a reason for a perma ban in his book, typically.
That's crazy. But I get it. I get it.
Well, I mean, that actually is breaking Discord terms of service.
Yeah.
So he's very, very, very big on terms of service, whether it be YouTube terms of service or Discord, or Discord terms of service. It doesn't matter. A lot of them are the same. But those two things are actually mentioned within the Discord terms of service. So Uni he says it pretty much every live. If you get kicked, fine. I have no problem. If you get blocked, I have no problem unblocking you, as long as you weren't viciously attacking somebody or breaking terms of service.
Yeah.
If you break TOS, it's not going to happen. It is a perma ban. That rule goes across everything for him.
Yeah, I know he's got like that rule with like doxing, and I know he's very vocal about it, and like he does, he doesn't at all one little bit. He doesn't follow.
Yes, you can be. Yes, you can be on Discord and not be a part of any server. So like, I have a Discord account. Joe, I'm going to use you as an example. Joe has a Discord account. Even if Joe didn't have a server that she had created herself, we could still talk through Discord. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to have access to the servers that she has access to, or vice versa.
Yeah. Because we're friends. We've like, we've added each other as friends.
Mm-hmm. And so we have that ability to message back and forth, which we do every once in a while. Here and there, when we haven't heard from each other, we'll send each other a message.
Normally, if you
still
haven't
kicking
for a couple of days, it's like, okay, what's going on?
Right. Yeah, that week that I took off, you were like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Nope, I'm good. Mine, Boots Mama. I deleted my. All I have now is for my mods. I actually don't have a Discord for anybody anymore. I closed it down. Well, in process of closing it down, I should say. I'm trying to go through everything to make sure there's nothing in there that I may need to screenshot to cover my butt later or something like that, to be fair. But it will be gone. And I think if not most or everybody is not in it, but I can. Yep, it's just
There's
me.
That. Well, I do personally, I have a server that I have created, but I haven't actually done anything with it. I don't have any rules as of yet or anything like that I've made called. Remember when I was talking to you about that? It's the Tired Moms Club.
Yeah.
So I've thought about opening that up to public. Right now it's still private, and I don't think it's accessible. Yeah. But my biggest...
that is a lie. I forgot about that one, Jess.
I wasn't going to call you out. That's why I screenshot and sent it to you. And I'm like,
I forgot all about that one. Nobody's been in there since like October.
I know. I'm the last person that says something on there.
I literally like, oh my goodness, I forgot about that one. Okay, I can like literally share this link. If people want to go in there, they can. It's not an issue. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not protected or anything like that, but we do have, we have enough people in there. You can make me whatever you need to make me.
Yeah.
May just need to update those rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll work with you on it. If you help me, I'll help you with yours if you help me with mine.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I forgot about that one. I really did actually forget about that one.
I figured you did because nobody's talked in it since over a month.
Yeah, that's
I figured as much.
I literally completely forgot. We need to like open rooms and stuff like that.
I'm willing to help you out with that one, but here's my thing, and I'm gonna say this out loud right now. If I do ever decide to fully, open up my personal server that I am in the works of creating for like the last 6 months, um, if I was to open that, I don't want no drama. If it's drama, take it somewhere else. Take it into DMs. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no drama. I don't want to hear it. It's a place to come and complain about, to vent.
Yeah.
My kid was a shithead because he did XYZ.
Yeah.
You won't believe what my kids teach. And again, that's going to be general information. I don't want anybody's personal information in there for these same exact reasons, but that's my personal thing. Yeah. And that's the reason why I haven't opened it up, because I do not want the drama.
Yeah. I have to figure out how to do that other one, because
Miss Leah, it was her waiting room that we were talking about.
And I forgot all about that one. I genuinely forgot about it. Like, I'm literally, when I was like, no, I closed it down, and then just like, this one, I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot about that one. Like, I lied.
You didn't intentionally lie. Nobody's been in it. Nobody's been active in it or said anything in it in over a month. So why would you remember it?
I literally didn't even remember it. I just literally went in. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's why I said something. That's why I was like, hello.
I literally forgot about that one. And there's me like trying to go through all the other ones, and I'm like, holy moly, like Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah, the waiting room one. I forgot all about it. I legit forgot the waiting room.
Yeah, Boots. Boots, do you have me? You have me on Twitter, right? If not, look me up on Twitter, and as long as Joe's okay with it, then I will.
Yeah, you can do it.
She's asking for a link for the server.
Yeah, that's fine. I put you as mod in that server in the waiting room one.
Okay. Cool.
Like,
I'm a mod somewhere. Oh my goodness, I just made it in the world. Sorry.
I really can't even remember that I did that one, but oh Lord. There's me like, no, I haven't got a server. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, Joe. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Dang.
I wasn't trying to call you out like necessarily. That's why I sent it. That's why I sent it the way that I did, because I was like,
I would have literally forgot about that one until somebody had like said something in there, and I would have been like, oh fuck, I do have a server. Like, where did this come from? And it probably would have been like months down the line, and somebody would have said something in there, and I'd be like, who opened this? Be like, Joe, you did.
How do I get the link?
You have to invite, I'm guessing. Oh, invite people.
Oh, I have to close out. Oh, mine hasn't updated.
Close out maybe. Only because I got it here.
Okay. No, my actual options haven't technically changed. That's why. Okay. Right. I won't do it until after we're off this call, because I'll actually have to reboot my computer and all that good stuff. Yeah, Boots, just message me on either on Discord itself. It's the same. If you want to share a link to my name in your thing, Joe, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
If I can find my information, because I'm stupid.
That's me on this thing. Honest to God, I swear, I'm not fun. I genuinely can't figure it out. Jess, I've talked to you in a Discord. Oh, you should be able to, if you go to the thing and like friend request her, and unless you're both in the same Discord, you won't be able to message. But if you're not, just friend request. Hi, Andrea, ma'am. How are you? Long time no see. We haven't seen you for ages, girlie.
Oh, come on. I am struggling.
Oh, no, don't worry about being sorry, Boots Mama. It's just that we don't want you being timed out because the stupid bot is on one. It's literally like giving people minute timeouts.
All right. Joe, I just sent you in our DMs on Discord, I sent you my screen name. So if you copy and paste that into the live stream, because I don't have a wrench, so I can't do it. They can use that, and that's my.
If you write something in, then I can give you a wrench so you can do it yourself in future. You have to write something though, because otherwise I have to go back up to the fucking top, and I'm too lazy to go all the way up the top.
God, you're so lazy.
I know. I am lazy. I'm way too lazy to go all the way back up the top of the chat to try and find you. I'm like, nope, I'm just too lazy for that.
I support you. It's okay.
I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to do that.
Right. And I mean, you guys know me by now. I'm just not the type of person that, oh, Jesus Christ, fucking dog. Sorry. I came up 2 shredded paper towels from my dog.
Oh, Lord.
He's still a pup. He's only 8 months old.
No.
So.
The puppy.
But yeah, if you want to share that, and then
I've done that.
Gloves. And then you can share my Twitter if you want. Because I know people don't always use Discord. That's fine too. Or they haven't created Discord yet.
No, a lot of people don't do Twitter. It is a cesspool, mind, I must admit.
What are you boomers doing? Trying to figure shit out like a boomer does? I don't know.
That's us. That's us. We are fucking boomers, okay? Leave us alone. Stop picking on us. Neither of us are good on this, okay? Between us, we could probably figure it out.
Right.
At the time, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about how that goes.
That is honest. It's true, but it's still be nice.
I mean, if MD is telling the truth about us, then it's not really not nice. We don't have to like it for it to be nice.
I dare you, stop being honest.
Quit telling all my secrets.
I know.
Damn you.
Damn you. I personally don't like Twitter. Me either. It's a freaking cesspool. I haven't been on there for a little while because I promised Chopper I wouldn't. I promised that I wouldn't go on and look because it was just a cesspool. And I'm not into it. I'd really rather not.
I'm the same, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. It's just, he was literally like, they were just like, can you like just stay off there for a little while, you know, you're just going to get your feelings hurt. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So.
Yeah, I just
couldn't be asked. All of this drama brings me back to the colouring today. I'm colouring art community. I don't blame you. Ooh. I said the other day, I can't remember what I said to, it might have been with Leah, we need to find like a calm community that's not all this fucking drama. I think we're gonna Boots. We're coming to join you in the colouring community. Look at my jumper. You're gonna love this. This is my pajamas.
Hey. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you?
They're called pajamas.
What the heck?
They're pretty cats. I was going to put it on. I was going to show everyone because they're all. I was hoping Patty would come in because Patty sent me a birthday card, and she was like, she wrote on there, I tried to fit the cat in, but it wouldn't. I was like, don't even send me a bloody colour. Don't even send me a bloody cat. My dog would kill it. Adult colour book is saving me during this pandemic. I've got a colouring book, Boots Mum, that's all skulls. It's like all the skulls are in that. Oh my God. It's amazing. Joe representing a cat. I'll tweak it. I knew you would like it. I'll do it.
Oh, that's okay. I'm a hot mess today. Most of y'all already know this, but my husband was newly diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic, which is insulin dependent. Mother's Day weekend of this year, and so it's still new. Well, he has the monitor that is like the monitor that tracks all day, every day. Like it basically, you put it on and it stabs you in the arm or wherever you put it, and it lasts for 10 days, and then you have to switch it out after 10 days, so he doesn't have to prick his finger every single time he needs a blood sugar check. With a little monitor thing that goes with that it attaches to be able to give out the data to like his phone and my phone, because I can access that. I can check his sugar levels. He left it at home today.
Yeah. Patty, I'm here, Joe. I'm lurking, waiting to start work. I was like, if she comes on now, she's going to see my cat. And then I thought I could put my hood up for Patty because she sent me this birthday card saying it. And I was like, oh my God, she's going to flip out. Joe, do you still colour? Yeah, I colour it loads. I went and got new pencils and stuff as well. So
I probably should do that more.
I love colouring. I've got a real thing with colouring. It relaxes me so bad. It's just, when you're really stressed. Like right now, I'm shaky, and I have been for a couple of days now. I'm super shaky. It sort of helps me relax a little bit and try and get shaking as much, I should say.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. That sucks.
Well, stupid shake.
All right. What I was telling you. So this little monitor thing, if he leaves it and he goes out of a certain range, it will sound an alarm to let him know, hey, fucker, you forgot me.
Oh my God. That's cool though.
Yes, it's very cool, except for whenever he leaves it at home. Now, normally I'm woke up with a child climbing into my bed going, morning, mommy.
Yeah.
Morning, mommy. Show, please. Show, please. Okay, cool. That's an easy wake up. I just turn on a show for him and he'll snuggle in bed with me and I can get an extra hour of sleep. No big deal. And, today I was not woke up by that. I was woke up by the alarm going off on his little monitor thing because he left it at home. Mind you, I'm half awake and I go to take a picture of it to message it to him. Before I can message this man, just the picture, no words, he immediately messaged me and says, I love you, I'm so sorry. And I did. I put a picture up there for it. So then I'm like, it keeps going off. Like, how can I turn it off? He's like, this is how you turn it off. So I turned it off.
Oh my
20
God.
minutes later, it starts going off again. So I messaged him back and I said, just so you know, when you dismiss that alarm, it re-triggers after 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Again, he goes, I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
So I get up and I get out of bed and I'm like, let me wake up a little bit and I'm going to bring your damn noisemaker to you. I took it to him. I was the nice wife. I even got him dinner. I got him some lunch on the way, dropped it off to him. And I told him, I said, you know what your punishment is for getting that at home today? And me having to bring it to you? He's like, I'm in the doghouse. I said, nah, your ass gets to pick up the milk tonight because I'm not doing it.
Yep.
So he's on his way to the store right now because he just got off work. He's like, do you need anything else? And I'm like, yeah, I need a new Dr. Pepper from McDonald's, please.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll get that for you, honey. Love you.
Yeah.
Evidently.
He didn't sleep and it was going off every 20 minutes.
The funny part is that he's not the only one that's in the doghouse right now. He works with his best friend. His best friend forgot to put the car seat back into his wife's car. So when she went to leave with the kids today, she didn't have a car seat and couldn't go anywhere.
Oh,
so he's also in the doghouse. And I was like, no, he is not coming and sleeping on my couch because I can tell you that I want to punch you in your stomach and you know that I'm not going to actually do it. He may think I might.
Yeah. Yeah,
but you know I'm serious at that point.
A car seat for my niece and nephew just purely because we would constantly forget to take it out of their car when they left the kids. They'd drop the kids off and then drive to bloody Swansea or something with the car seats in the back. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't take them anywhere because we will not drive anywhere without the car seats.
Oh, of course.
And in the end, we were like, screw this. We went and bought a proper, like, the 5-point ones for the baby. And then a booster. I just bought a second-hand booster one for Casey because she was like 7, 8 at the time. And
right. Well, booster. So their oldest that isn't in a car seat, the youngest just turned a year old very recently. So she, they did have 2 car seats. They had one for each car. Yeah. But they had just moved her up to the next car seat, like out of the infant carrier that snaps in, and it's still rear facing, but it stays in there and you have to get the child out of it. You can't take the whole thing into the car or into your house. So right now they only have the one because, when you upgrade, you can buy one and then a couple months later you get the other one and you just kind of deal with the hassle until then, right? Yeah, he forgot to put it in there, and I told him, I said, you know what? Actually, I was like, no, he's not gonna come over to my house because he might actually think that I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea to switch husbands since me and his wife are so much alike. I'm sure that if he came over and spent some time with me without you, he would greatly appreciate his wife, and you would do the same.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, oh God, no, I will never say that again.
Right.
But I did. I thought it was so funny. He was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, like the one time that you.
Joanna's not been feeling very well, lover. She had a sore throat. She hasn't been feeling she's been feeling poorly. God love her.
You don't have the nastiness, do ya?
She said her throat feels better, bless her, but she's still not feeling very well. But I think there's just so much going around, isn't there? You know what I mean? There's so much crap going around that I think like everyone's sort of panicking when they get like a sore throat, or because that's how mine started back in March, was a sore throat, and then it went on full blown.
Popcorn, yeah.
Yeah, poor Joanna. We love her.
Go potty before go potty.
Yeah,
I thought he was complaining there for a second. I was getting ready to have to mute myself for a minute.
I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. I just saw the post about UniRock's Discord, but I'm not sure what's that about.
What post?
Yeah.
Alyssa, what post?
Hi, Jess. My throat is better. Ears still hurts. This damn weather. I think it is the weather, Joanna, because I'm not. I said to you earlier, didn't I? My head's still friggin' sore. It's annoying.
Yeah, no, I have the same. It's like allergy kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I think everyone's just so nervous. You know what I mean, of the bloody corona, that it's like, oh God.
Yeah, and definitely try to take it easy. If your ears are hurting, take a washcloth, a dry washcloth, and put it into your dryer, or you can put it into their microwave to heat it up. And whichever ear is hurting the most, put it on that ear, and that heat will actually draw out pain. It will help, especially at night.
Yeah, that might be good for you, Joanna. That might help. But I agree. I think it's the weather as well, because it's so nasty here. And it's cold, right. It's miserable, it's raining, the wind, like, right. Oh my garden pots have gone. Every single one of them be blown over. My garden looks like a friggin' state. And I'm like, I'm not going out there and dealing with that until the wind stops. Like, I'm just not dealing with that, because I'll put them back up and then tomorrow they'll be bloody back down again. Nope, not dealing. I refuse.
Alyssa, is that a new tweet that you saw about Uni's Discord? Or what? Have a heating pad. Yep. So you already know, Joanna.
I do heating pads, and I have problems with ears since I was little. There's nothing worse than toothache and earache. They're the two things that genuinely just feel like crap, because nothing helps, but very few things actually help. Toothache and bloody earache. I think toothache is the worst. Shine, please don't be a stranger. Yeah, bye, guy. Bye. Have a great day or evening, whatever it is for you. Joanna says, but ta, Jess.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of people don't know that. The only reason I know it is because I also have had issues with my ears since I was a kid.
You know, I'm back here. I don't think I knew you back in March, did I? And back in March, I had a really bad flu, and the doctor said it could have been corona, but we didn't have tests up here then, and I was sick. Like, I was really, really poorly. I was in hospital twice because of it. I was really sick, and after it, 70% of my lung got infected, and ever since, it still hurts. So at the moment, I'm using this. Let me show you. So this whole
I see you, but you're not moving.
This whole thing heats up. It goes over the shoulders and right down your back, and it heats up, so you can have different.
Oh, I see it now.
Different settings. So you can. I always have it on number 5, which is not the highest, but it's the next down. But it literally, I don't know if I can show you. It literally can go from the top of your shoulders like that, right down to the back.
Yeah, that's when my ears are hurting real bad. That's usually what I do is I'll take a heating pad and put a towel over it so it doesn't like burn my face, and just lay on it for hours.
Yeah, Elliot, they said that it was probably COVID, but because we didn't have tests up here then back in March, they've just put on my records, they've just put possible COVID, because they did
Have they tested you? Do they test you guys for the antibodies over there?
No, they didn't.
They do here.
Up here, where I am, we haven't even got a maternity unit in our hospital. We literally have nothing. We have to go to the next county over. So we got like a tiny, tiny hospital. And when I went there, they were like, okay, like my sats got down to 92 resting. And 94 is you're rushed into hospital. Mine was at 92 resting, 90 when I tried to speak. And it was late, so my stutter was really bad anyway, because I was tired and stressed out, and my stutter came really, really bad. So I couldn't talk properly anyway. And then when they took me and they were like, we're going to do the dye through the MRI just to see what's going on with your lungs. And they said 70% of my lung had an infection in it, which I think is why they sort of went to the COVID afterwards. Not at the time, they didn't. They just said like pneumonia and something else with the lung. But now they've sort of put that COVID question mark over it. But I was sick as a fucking dog for weeks, and I'm still not right now, even all these months later. I still get the pain in my back.
Yeah. Well, I told you about when my kid had to be tested for COVID.
Yeah. It's scary, man.
That's the worst part about being a mom. Is when they have, that they have to get it done, and that it's not going to be good at all. Yeah. And there's nothing you can do to change the circumstances. Like, it has to be done. There is no getting around it. Like, and you have to, there's been 2 times since he's been born, and he's almost 6, that we have had to fully restrain him to have a medical procedure done. Oh, wow. One was a couple months ago whenever he got mulch in his eye, and they basically, they have this thing, it's a board, and they strap your kid into it, and they, it wraps around him like a papoose. Oh, yeah. To keep them from like moving. Yeah. They had that one. I had that one, which I was okay with because I didn't have to touch him. And, he was screaming for me. And in the middle of the procedure, I hear one of the nurses go, "Mom, you okay over there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." Bawling my eyes out, but I was good.
My daughter's got HSP, and she just climbed a mountain just purely because both sets of parents, obviously me and Tad, that's what she called, that's Welsh for dad, Tad, that's what she calls Carl, and her other mum and dad both was like, "No way, you're not doing it, like, nope, don't be dumb, like, you're gonna be dead afterwards, like, it's gonna really hurt." Nope, that stubborn bitch went and did it and had a beer at the top as well, just to prove a point, and took a picture and sent it to everybody.
Well, she is your kid.
She's definitely fall far from the tree. But I said to her yesterday when she came, and I said, "What was your legs like after the day after?" She said, "Surprisingly okay," she said, "but it did hurt a couple of days later," and she was struggling to stand up. And I'm like, "Get back in the car and go and drive home, please, and sort yourself out. Have some like take some drugs or something, like some painkillers." But she's like, "Nope, I don't need painkillers." I'm like, "Oh my good God, come on now." She will not take these bloody painkillers because because it's a progressive illness. So she goes into the theory is, I'm going to be on painkillers and I'm going to be in a wheelchair. That's just how it is, And it is. She knows that. She's aware of that. It's a progressive illness. And she's like, I'm going to live life until I can't.
Well, and I get that point of view. I really do. I mean, because in all reality, I get looking at it like that, because when you have to take painkillers in that sense, your body will become physically dependent on it. Yeah. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. That's just what happens with that kind of medication. Yeah. And so if for some reason you don't have any, or they change your dosage or something along those lines, or for any reason it's not accessible, you get sick, and it's a bad sick. Yeah. I mean, back when I was an active addict, I'm in recovery, so, I wasn't only mentally addicted, like I had to have it mentally, like it was a physical addiction. And now, even to this day, I have had painkillers for my teeth. I've had painkillers for whenever I gave birth. Yeah. Those are the 2 situations that I have had painkillers since then. And it was for right reasons, and I took them as I was supposed to. My body still to this day becomes physically addicted, and I have to go through withdrawals after using any kind of painkiller, even just the mildest dose, within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, I take a lot of meds, so I get it and I do understand. And she is like, yeah, but I'd rather wait till I get to your age and then have to do it like you. And, you know, try and stay out of a chair as long as possible. Because if she says, say if she breaks a leg, she can't just have a plaster like a normal everyday person. She'd have to go into hospital on traction, because as soon as they put a leg in plaster, her leg muscles will start deteriorating.
Yeah.
So but she said she loves walking. She does, Jess, right? Any sort of terrain walking, she's all up in it. She loves it. But she said she started using like one of these hiking sticks, like the walker's sticks kind of thing. I don't know what they're called. And she just uses them. It's not like a walking stick. It's like an actual walker.
Cane?
Yeah, no, you know, like walkers that you see walking, and they got the two long pokey sticks. Let me get a picture so you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so in the U.S. we have like walking sticks that are like almost as tall as you, if not taller, and then and then you have canes that are like hip height that you use to balance out your weight whenever you're having problems, or you have a walker that's like a U shape almost, and you have a handle on each side, and you move it up, then you scoot up to it. You move it up, and you scoot up to stabilize yourself.
Yeah, this is what wrong one. Oh my God, I'm on you. This is what she's using here. She's using one of these, just one of them, just to.
Oh yeah, we would consider that a cane of whatever type.
Yeah, she uses them, and she says it helps her get balance. So she got a bit cocky with it, and her boyfriend was like, really? Like, you're going to be that cocky? And she was like, no, I got balance.
She's allowed to.
She was like, because she had balance. She never has balance. Like, we both do it. You know, like your roadside test with police officers. Her and I would fail even if we weren't drinking.
I would fail even if I wasn't drinking, but we're just not going to go there.
Balance is completely off. We can't walk in a straight line. There's no way that I could close my eyes and put my thumb on my finger on my nose. We would just fail badly.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually going to have to hop out of here because I have to clock into work in 8 minutes, and I have to.
Okay, thanks for
pry my kids away from each other.
Okay, have a great evening.
All right, will do. Message me later. Bye, ladies. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Good afternoon. Good evening. Rough one, Rhea. Poor Rhea can't say hi at the moment because the bot is hating on her. The bot hates you, Rhea. I'm sorry. The bot sucks. I'm going to get off now just because I didn't want to be on this long. I'm glad Jess cleared a lot up, because that does clear my head a little bit on like what he was trying to say, more than like you know, maybe that's partly me that I didn't listen to everything. It was just hard. Last time I was hospitalized with pneumonia. I laid on the couch, refused to go to ER. This was about 4 years ago. I got ER oxygen levels at 82. Oh my God, I thought mine was bad at 92 or 90. Joanna, that's bad. You know, at 94, the ambulance is supposed to take you in. That's crazy. I thought mine was bad and I couldn't breathe. You must have never been able to breathe with that. I thought I was struggling to breathe on 90. Good God. Joanna, man, that's scary. Please don't, like, I'm going to, like, kick your butt. That's scary. Bye, Jess. We love you. Thank you for explaining everything, Jess. On a bad day, this day was like 89. Oh my God. That's still, like, I couldn't breathe at 90. Like, I was struggling to grasp a breath. It was awful. I did not like it. It wasn't great. Oh, I've charged my new phone up. I don't know if I keep looking at it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use it, guys, if I'm honest, because it's so friggin' small. So I think I'm just going to have to tolerate mine until after Christmas when the sale's on, so that I can thanks, Jess. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to just deal with it. We love you, Jess. We love you, Joanna. I think I literally did, but like my phone is like this big. Let me show you my phone. Like my phone is like that big. It's a big phone. This new one is like half the size of this, and I think I'm gonna struggle with it, if I'm honest. I think I'm gonna struggle to read on it. I struggle to read this, and this is fairly big, but I don't know. Mine's still having charging problems. My phone's just not, like, messages are not going through. Somebody rang me and it just said missed call. It didn't even ring my phone. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, it didn't come up and say, so-and-so was ringing you. It legitimately just like, boom, just didn't, and then just said missed call. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I think we're just going to I'm going to have to deal with it maybe until, I don't know, maybe until friggin' after Christmas, maybe, and then sort it out when the sales are on. Or maybe have a look at the Black Friday sales, maybe. I might have a nose at that. Because we're going to have some sales soon, aren't we? I remember I accidentally called you yesterday. Was that me? Yeah, it was. It didn't. Yeah, it was. It was you. It didn't even ring. It literally just said missed call, and I was like, wait, that didn't even freaking ring. I don't know. My phone, I think my phone just hates me. It is old, though. It's like 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that, just rambling, to be honest. But I think there's so much shit on there now. I think I'm going to just have to bite the bullet and, like, get a new one. But I don't think I'll do... I think I'll just buy like one like this, maybe like a cheaper version of the Samsung, but we'll see. I liked my Samsung Note 2. I was texting you and I dropped my phone and it called you. It didn't even ring though, my end. It literally did not ring my end. It literally just said missed call. That may help. Yeah, that's true, rambling. It might do. I have to wait after Christmas, then pay insurance to replace mine, or maybe upgrade, depend on what's cheaper. Yeah, I don't really want to go for another contract because mine ended and I didn't bother renewing it. I don't use, like, for the last 6 months on my contract of my phone, I never used one text message, 1 minute of calls, or any data for like the last 5 months, I think it was, not 6. Like, it's just crazy. My Note 8 was my absolute favorite phone. The Note was my best phone ever, even with a cracking, because the first week I got it, my nephew was playing games and he decided to play games and my phone went flying across the kitchen floor, and my kitchen floor is concrete. It's okay, we'll talk soon. Yeah, for sure. Right, I'm going to get off anyway, and I will speak to you all later. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for Jess for setting the record straight a little bit and actually making me understand a little bit, because I was proper confused. And I think a lot of people were as well. So it's really good that, that Jess was able to, give us a little bit of insight and understanding, because I think a lot of people were confused. I know I've spoken to people that were confused as well. So it was really, really nice to have that little bit of understanding and stuff, So I'm going to get off. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you to all the subs, members, and everybody else. Don't thank Mr. Streambot. He's not he's nasty to you, yeah. Right. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Bye.